Welcome to the All Things Fun Vidcast.
Oh wait, never mind.
Not yet. Wow.
Hold that.
Jumping the gun. We're talking about new comics that released today, Wednesday, September 19th, 2012.
Well, when you speak in that silky radio voice, I just want to scream anyway.
Radio voice.
It's like, yeah, baby.
Welcome. I'm your host, Ed Evans. I'm here with our co-hosts, Allison Eckel and Glenn Walker. As I slowly, hey.
We went into radio,
Hey.
Lounge Lizard kind
Yeah.
We're two cheese for the Vidcast.
Nothing but. Excellent. Good stuff.
Those are actually the lyrics, by the way.
Oh, those are the real
Yeah.
lyrics, huh? I got nothing.
Comics.
Wow. It's like a break. Just slam that show into a
All right,
wall.
we're done.
Wow.
Good night.
Good night. Thanks so much. And I'm out. 42 seconds. Best show we've done yet. All right. Lots of great stuff to talk about tonight. Lots of cool comics. We also have a cool contest we're going to talk about. Stick around. Learn about that. New feature we do every week on the show.
Contest?
A contest where we scream. I think we determined that Glenn was not going to take his shirt off, despite requests. We voted. He wasn't here. He lost. I lost. Damn it.
Or maybe I won.
Just who you talk to. All right, so let's see now. Seeing as I have like 1-0, why don't we start with DC?
1-0. That's 10.
1-0. That's all I
There
got.
may be 10 zeros out there.
Are you speaking binary?
We'll tell you what. I'll start. New 52 zeros. Green Lantern, The New Guardians, 0. Count this week.
There's more than 10. I have 8.
Nothing. 1.
I have hundreds.
If you see what I have.
Why do I have 8?
So it's a little bit of a kind of an origin story. You learn a little bit about how the GL stuff works from 5 years back. It's very cool. Definitely worth checking out.
Cool.
And with that, I'm out.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Do you want
Good
to,
night.
No. Well, I know what you want to start with. You got here at 6 a.m. this morning.
It's a special day for
I was 20 minutes early.
20 minutes
She
early.
had a tent set up outside, waiting at the door.
The
I was like,
police
this guy's in
called
line for
Ed at
iPhone
home
5s.
because the alarm went off.
Okay, so maybe I should go.
Open with that one, you think?
Here it is. Sword of Sorcery. 0, featuring Amethyst, Princess of Gemworld. I never in a million years thought I would say that at this point in my life. I thought it was all done and over and forgotten, but no, they brought her back. And it's a little different. Those of you who knew the Amethyst stories from the past,
Well, Amethyst goes back to, what, 83, 82?
I would say mid-80s,
Yeah.
early mid-80s. Because I was in elementary school.
There
I'm
it
not
is.
exactly sure why, but I loved that comic run. I loved it, absolutely loved it.
That was during
Just-
my first marriage.
It was perfect for me to read at the time. It just informed so much of my view of what the coolness of the world could be. It was just amazing. And they're going to re-release. DC Comics is going to release the entire series, yes?
Yes.
In trade.
Yes.
You can order that now at All Things Fun or your local comic shop.
In fact, I would suggest that you pre-order that.
I already gave them my pre-order and they were like, yeah, really?
I'm reasonably sure if we order that many, DC will call me to check on that order. But
Giving it
okay.
as gifts. My children must each own a copy because it's amazing. And it really, I know you hear Amethyst, Princess of Gemworld, and you think some really horrible 80s cartoon that was only just for girls. But the actual story
Was
was
quite
so
good.
much cooler than the
Yeah.
title. Don't be fooled by the whole Gemworld princess, kind of thing. It really was cool. You have monsters, you have betrayal. It's just like the intro to Princess Bride, right?
Yeah, I have a
True
question.
love, yeah.
I have a question as someone that came late to Amethyst.
Yes.
I didn't read it when it first came out. The Legion connections with Mordru, was
Later.
that originally intended that way, or did
That's
that
a good
come?
question.
Was that a
I think
retcon
that
from
was
later?
a later, yeah. I think
Okay.
that was later. That was Mordru does enter into the end of the series when it changes a little bit at its end and it becomes a little something new, and that's when he comes in. But he's young and he's a little snot-nosed punk with a whole bunch of power. So with him as an adult in Legion, connected back to Amethyst.
Well,
is
it's interesting.
right.
We see him as an adult in actually Justice Society, because in
Really?
Legion he's an old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude with the Gandalf
Yeah,
going
no,
on.
we don't see
yeah.
him that way
Yeah.
in Amethyst. He's a little snot-nosed punk.
Now I got a question.
Yeah.
The big news with Amethyst is Christy Marks.
Yes.
I mean, you mentioned 80s cartoons. She's
Right.
the queen of 80s cartoons. She brought Gem to us.
Yeah, so that's
And-
why
and
you
Jen
might
rocks.
think this is going to be really awful and 80s cartoonish, but it's
Well,
not.
no. I'm a guy. I'm a guy,
Okay.
and I've like I like Jam. I like everything that Christy Marks has done.
Okay.
Did she do a good job of revitalizing Amethyst?
Yes. It's
Okay.
different, but it's good. In the first couple of pages, I thought, all right, I've read this 100 times before in 100 different iterations of a girl who doesn't fit in as a teenager with some other destiny that she doesn't know about and she discovers. Yes, okay, it's a type. We know this really well. But it is interesting. She's brought some new dimensions, a couple of new characters that we didn't have in the original versions. And I'm really excited to see how that plays out and where that goes.
Okay.
Good, strong female, sorcery, she could bite, all that kind of stuff. Self-rescuing princess.
All right. What
That's
I
all
was
goodness.
looking forward to in Sword of Sorcery number 0
Zero.
was Beowulf.
Backup story.
Now, I remember way back, 50, 60, 70
I was
years
going to say,
ago,
when it was written,
Beowulf was
that was a really long time ago.
comic in the 70s, written by...
It was a lyrical poem.
well, no, it's the
Inscribed on
oldest,
tablets.
it's the oldest written document, other than the Bible. But DC adapted it in the 70s, and they adapted it pretty well. It was kind of like half Conan, half the epic poem. And Gail Simone brought him back recently when she was doing Wonder Woman, and I was really looking forward to the new Beowulf in Sword of Sorcery, the 52 version. It's a whole new reboot of the character. It's post-apocalyptic, but I think we will be seeing the guy with the big steer horns that we saw from the comics. It's got the same logo almost, but I'm looking forward to more of Beowulf.
Awesome. Now, what I'm a little nervous about, too, is this title is Sword of Sorcery. This time it's featuring Amethyst, and I don't know for how long it will feature Amethyst. And I'm kind of hoping it's forever.
As long as she's popular.
Yeah, right? So I'm sort of nervous that it's like a DC Comics Presents, and they'll do story arcs, and then they'll change it. I don't know what their plans are there. Maybe they'll bring in different kinds of, sandals, swords and sandals kinds of things.
I think Amethyst by Christy Marks is the draw. I think the backup may be revolving.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see Claw, maybe we'll see Kong or some of the other Sword of Sorcery characters, maybe...
It's a
Yeah.
rich property. There's a lot of layers. There's a lot of dense mythology in this world that they really can draw on for Amethyst to keep the title going for a little while.
I think so.
So, I'm hoping.
You
All
can
right.
also buy 15 or 20 copies each, just to keep it going there.
Pass it out to all your friends, and all of the tween and teen girls that you know that have that want to believe that there's something cool that they could become.
So did any other comics come out this week?
Yeah, a few. There's others.
And I'm an old man, and I'm not like a creepy old man, so I enjoyed it. So it's not just the
We'll
little
be the
girls.
judge of that.
Yeah.
We've got Catwoman number 0. She's got some of her
Speaking of
back
creepy old
problems.
men.
Look at your old man.
Speaking of creepy old
I
men,
really like Catwoman 0.
she's got some of her back problems
She's
fixed
pretty.
on the cover.
Oh yeah.
This
yeah.
is Ann Nocenti's first shot at the character, I believe.
How's it?
How is it? It's an interesting story. She kind of brings some of the Tim Burton origin into Catwoman in the comics, which I'm not sure how I feel about yet. But it's, like I said, interesting story.
All right.
Catwoman 0.
So it didn't give you anything to really be upset about on the first page, as I
Not
have
like-
done with Anne's Green Arrow.
Not like other comics I've read today.
Oh, yes.
I've got Batwoman number 0, proof positive that her pigment problem was not always there because we see her childhood.
That's going to say, was she always really, really white skinned?
No, she's actually got pigment in this. And then
Cover looks
I've
like a
got,
boot commercial.
and then I've got
Brought
Wonder
to you by
Woman.
Journeys.
Wonder Woman 0. Wow. We get a look at Wonder Woman's childhood and the secret origin of the New 52 Ares.
Oh,
Good stuff. He trained her,
okay.
which is a whole new twist on the character.
Interesting.
Well,
Do
you
you want to
got
talk
a
about
lot.
the other elephant in the room? Justice League? Well, one of the other
I will try to.
I haven't gone
I'll
through
try to
it.
restrain myself.
Justice League 0.
What did we decide that we're calling Billy Batson?
I said Bastich,
There you go.
because I think that's a Lobo. Isn't that a Lobo, like, euphemism
yeah.
for a bad word?
Yes, we get the New 52 magical origin of the new Shazam. He's not Captain Marvel anymore. He's Shazam.
Yes. So
It
those,
is.
it's similar to origin stories, or some of those tellings of the meeting of the wizard that we've
It's
seen in the
a
past.
retelling of the Captain Marvel origin.
Right.
Only Billy is unlikable, and
Continues to be a
the
little
wizard
snot-nosed
is.
jerk. There's a
Speaking
theme
of creepy old
today.
men, the wizard is kind of creepy.
Well, no, this is the same wizard we saw when we saw Pandora and Phantom Stranger and the third guy.
I'm used to the kind.
No, it is.
helpful
It's
wizard.
the guy with the afro.
Oh, okay.
And the lightning bolt.
Okay.
He even says, "I'm the last of
Of
the
all the
Council of
okay,
Wizards."
cool.
Council of Wizards,
right?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
But this is primarily the Captain Marvel origin, and it's updated for a dark and gritty world. The thinking is the wizard wants a pure, good person, and he gets the
He gets Billy.
the little bastard.
Who even says, "You gotta be crazy, old man. There ain't no good people."
But I'm intrigued as to where it goes.
Paraphrasing.
I mean, he does have some good in him.
Yeah.
I'm not really thrilled with the idea of a Dr. Fate-ish Captain Marvel Shazam thing. I want the real Captain Marvel back. That's me.
Okay.
So I'm trying to be open-minded, but I want the real hero.
Well, this is symptomatic of the New 52, right? This is a hero we know. They've given him slightly different touch points and different
Captain-
origins, and it's
Captain
not
Marvel-
exactly the one we know.
Captain Marvel is a hero without flaw.
Right.
He is a good, pure-hearted hero.
Well, yes.
That's the problem I have with that.
right, and
I'm trying to be open-minded, though.
it's very different to take the golly gee whiz Billy Batson that we all knew from before and turn him into exactly the opposite.
But I like that Billy Batson. I like that Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
You're just out of luck.
You just out of luck.
I'm out of
So
luck.
it's interesting to see where they take it, and maybe it would be really interesting to see if they're able to pull Glenn along and actually convince him that it works.
You know what? This is a good place to talk about our new contest.
Well,
contest?
What was the name of the comic? It was Justice League number 0.
Yeah, and there's no Justice League in there.
Well, there is. You have. Well,
Speaking of-
Shazam is going to be in the Justice League.
Well, they said that he is like the champion of magics on the Earth, right?
Yeah.
So that Justice League, I don't think has any magic representative on it yet, right?
There you go.
Right? Am I right?
Well, there's Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but she's not magical. All right, debatable.
So
Anyway, sorry, Ed. A
Ed's
contest.
got paper.
I do. All right,
He
so.
spent hours at the printer on this.
No, I didn't.
Okay, now we're 10
All right, we're
minutes.
12 minutes in.
12
What?
minutes in. All right, so cool new contest. We're going to start this every week. We're gonna
Weekly
present you-
contest?
Weekly contest. We're going to present you with a secret word. And you send that secret word in an email to feedback@allthingsfun.net. And we'll take everyone who sends the correct secret word, and randomly we will award a prize. And this week's prize is the special variant version, Justice League 0. Ooh, the 125 variant.
This is the regular.
Yep, this is the variant. You'll get
That's
this
the variant.
free. One lucky person will win this. So all you have to do is take this week's secret word, which is justice.
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 The password is.
The password is justice. Say the secret word. Email that to feedback@allthingsfun.net. It has to be in by Friday.
It's only a couple days.
Only a couple days. Have it by Friday, and then we'll choose a winner, and then off you go. So again, password is justice. Send that
Okay.
to feedback@allthingsfun.net. All right, let's jam through some books, kids.
All right, and then we have everything else.
Yes.
DC Universe number 0.
Free book.
This is the leftover of all the
Do you want some of these?
books that were canceled. You've
That's
got Mother Machine, you've got Mr. Terrific, you got OMAC, you got Hawk and Dove. You also have Dead Man in here. The prizes in here are Mr. Terrific by Robinson and Dead Man.
Okay.
Legion,
Oh, you still
Secret
have-
Origin of
still
Brainiac
have one.
5.
Still going.
All right. Oh, and I have all the others. I have Supergirl 0. You get to see what happened to her on Krypton before it exploded.
What's a Kryptonian teenager like?
Whiny.
Whiny.
I don't know. We have Nightwing 0. You get to see when he had his first encounters with Batman, and after we saw the inspiration in
Speaking of creepy
last
old
week.
men.
Yes. Birds of Prey 0. I barely opened that one, but I'm sure you've got some more origin stories for them. Captain Atom 0, and Blue Beetle 0, and Red Hood and the Outlaws 0.
Captain Atom
Continuing.
0, the last issue of that series.
That's correct.
Ah, okay.
This is the finale.
I have also got Night Owl Before Watchmen number 3. We get to see him hanging out with his Catwoman template in that world.
Awesome.
Lots of nudity, not for kids.
I have Batman Beyond Unlimited number 8.
So good.
The cover of this looks like a departure from what we had been seeing before. This looks like Batman and Terry McGinnis,
Yep.
but in a very bad way.
It's cool.
Speaking
Very
of criminal
cool.
men.
Yeah, well, and
Yep.
okay, Vertigo. We have Fables 121. I didn't actually open this one yet. I know, I usually do to at least see where we are in the story, but I was so taken with Amethyst
Don't worry
today
about Jam.
that I know Amethyst.
Sorry, Amethyst.
Oh my God.
There it is. There it is.
That apologies to Bill Willingham and all the rest. I have this great team on this one, but I haven't opened it yet. Fables is always a good bet, and it's awesome. So you have 121 out this week.
Also got John Constantine Hellblazer, issue 295, on the road to issue 300. Peter Milligan, Vertigo. It's out this week. All right, let's talk about some
Everything else.
everything else.
What does Marvel have going on this week?
All
I've
right.
got Spider-Man number 5, the conclusion of the series. This is such a great book. Really. Really great book. Can't wait for the trade of this one. Bendis really rocketed with Spider-Man. One from Ultimate, one from Marvel. I've got Avengers number 30. Hawkeye and Spider-Woman have found love in the middle of the end of the world in AVX. Can they hold on to it? Got Dark Avengers. Dark Avengers in the present mess things up. Thunderbolts in the future messing things up.
The theme.
I've also got a reprint of Thanos, The Final Threat. This is a reprint of Marvel Avengers Annual number 7 and Marvel 2-in-1 number 2. Great, great series from the 70s. We see the death of Adam Warlock. We see Thanos against the Avengers. Awesome, awesome stuff. Got anything, Ed?
You should probably...
Should probably
All right.
what?
Let's see here. Well, let's do this. We've got the Untold Tales of Punisher Max, number 4. If you're following the hardcore Punisher stuff. We've got Venom, Monsters of Evil, Part 3. This is Venom, issue 25. We've got Avengers Academy, Part 404. Final Exam. This has been a great story to end this up on.
That's the last issue?
I believe it is, yep. And that's been
wow.
a great way to go out, too. It's great, great art there. We've got some X books. We've got Fight the Future. If you're following this series, it's been great in New Mutants. This is the last part of this mini. This is a 3-issue series. So New Mutants 49 is Fight the Future Part 3 of 3.
It's like the Warlocks people there.
Yeah, it's neat. This has been like a little jump to the future, Age of Apocalypse. Well, actually, the last 2 series have been like that. The last 6 issues. Very cool. X Factor, Peter David's run. X Factor 244. This is Breaking Points, Day 4. And then what do you have there for the regular universe?
I have part 4 of Everything Burns. Little Loki is in Sertram's realm, and Thor and the Asgardians are fighting back against the Fire Giants.
Little Loki.
I have Daredevil, number 18, Mark Waid Goodness. He's got a small stalker problem.
Hate that.
Small stalker.
I get that as well. In the Ultimate Universe, let's see, you've got, cool, Ultimates issue 15, Divided We Fall. This is great. This is winding up one of the story arcs. Definitely worth checking out. The Ultimates have had enough of it, this whole America falling apart thing. They take it upon themselves, start fixing it. Very
And
cool.
it's not called Weird Western.
No, it's not called Weird Western. I'm not sure where you got that. Other than them being in English, it's the only thing they had in common. Ultimate Comics All New Spider-Man issue 15, United We Stand. Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man finds himself in the same situation the Ultimates are in. You can check out what's going on in that world. It's all messed up. Definitely worth checking out. That's a lot of fun.
You have any Marvels?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Let's kick over to indies.
Okay.
I think I got the big indie this week.
No Marvel girl.
Madness.
Where's
I know,
the
we should've
justice
fixed
in that?
That is messed up. Justice. Walking Dead issue 102, Something to Fear Part 6. This is getting a little crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, things came off the wheels on issue 100, and you kind of thought it was going to be more of the same, but Rick's got some interesting plans that he shares in this issue, so he's going to handle things a little differently this time.
How many parts are there to Nothing to Fear?
I believe this is the end of Nothing to Fear.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. It comes to an end, but it really doesn't. So it's,
Cataclysmic conclusion, as Stanley would say.
yeah. Although really, it's setting you up for the next thing too, because Rick's not done. I'm going to stretch the imagination. So we've also got. I know you're all waiting for it. You wanted the best. You got the best.
Kiss.
Issue
World
4.
Without Heroes.
World Without
Yeah.
Heroes Part 2. So yeah, check that out. Holy mackerel. Oh geez. And in case you missed it, the tour Kiss teams up with Motley Crue.
Of course. Sorry.
Wow. All right. Motley Crue looking a little rough. All right.
They are older
They're
than
almost
me.
they're almost as old as Amethyst.
Yeah, I got chairs are older than you over there. Ghostbusters
so
issue
sweet.
13.
Yeah.
Fighting a big ghost shark. Just remember, the magic of friendship is coming.
Magic of friendship.
Friendship is magic.
See that? Spike, A Dark Place Part 2, Season 9, Issue 2 of Spike in the Buffy universe. And the Star Wars universe, Darth Vader in the Ghost Prison. This has been fun. The students surpass the teacher, Issue 5. Check it out. Go for it, my friend.
I have got the awesome Shadow number 5. The story continues. Awesome scene in here where the guys hear a noise, they all turn around with their guns, they're facing outward, he appears in the middle of them and wipes them out.
I hate when that happens.
Shadow is cool. Half Century War number 2 from Godzilla. Godzilla versus Anguillus in Vietnam. Wow. Boxer and the Kill Crew have decided to wipe out Godzilla for good. They get a hold of Mechagodzilla.
Nice.
And on the back, Magic is Friendship.
Oh,
True Blood, ongoing number 5, continuing the stories of what happened to the characters when the vampires came out of the coffin. This one focuses on Russell Edgington. Ooh. And this one I picked up. I've never followed the character before. It's a reboot of Ghost, number 0. Picked it up because our girl Kelly Sue DeConnick is writing it. This is very, very
Captain
good.
Marvel. Yes.
Awesome.
Cool.
Ghost, number 0.
Awesome.
Turning on to a new character.
Go for it.
I have a few indies. I have 2 from IDW, both in the Star Trek realm. Star Trek: The Next Generation. Lots of Borg going on here.
Ooh, that's cool.
But this is awesome. Star Trek. This continues to be an awesome series. This one is writer Mike Johnson. This is a really sweet story about the red shirts. We all have the joke, right, about the red shirts. The red shirt is the one character who goes on the away team, we don't know his name, and he doesn't come back because the alien on the planet or whatever gets him. This one is told from the perspective of a red shirt. It is a character we met in the movie, Star Trek, maybe the new one, and he takes us through from end to end, and it's from his perspective on what goes on the ship and what the different colors of the shirts mean for that characterization. And it's really a great story.
Hey, half of that book was blank.
I was going to say, it doesn't end well, does it?
Actually,
It just ends right this blank. It's like
it does end, and he puts on his red shirt at the end, and it tells about the pride of the red shirts.
Well,
it's really cool.
Red is engineering, correct?
Services, engineering, and security.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blue is science,
Yep.
medical,
Yes.
And gold is command.
gold is command. Yeah.
Yep.
And it actually has a panel that explains
Oh,
that, but
we
from his
just-
perspective
we
about
just-
wanting to grab power.
Our
with the
geek
smart
cred
man.
is solid. Yeah.
Nice.
So this is really well done. Well done.
I smell Xenoscope.
Xenoscope. I just got 2 from Xenoscope. We've got Grimm's Fairy Tales Bad Girls number 2.
It's really the best one.
Yeah, it's one of the best kind. And Call of Wonderland number 4. Is that Cthulhu coming out of the sky?
Holy gravity, Batman.
Could be Rabbit. Sure looks like
I
it.
don't know. And we have from Dynamite Warlords of Mars. This is usually his, but looks like Deja Thoris.
Nice.
Yeah, well, she never wears clothes, so she should be a Xenoscope
That
character.
could be, just gotta stick that on somehow. And I know
Well,
I've got
in the
kids
book,
stuff.
she didn't even wear that. So.
All right, so
Good stuff.
kid
Kid
stuff.
stuff.
We have Simpsons Comics 194 from Bongo. We've got Kaboom Peanuts 2 of 4. Good times. We have Sonic Universe. Always good. DC Nation Young Justice. Buff teenagers being hot together. Go ahead. And that's
Buff
really
teenagers
what it
being
is.
hot
it's
so she can hit the
it's
creepy old
Robin's
guy.
birthday, and everyone's all hot around and wishing him happy birthday or something. But my favorite, Kaboom Snarked number 12. They find the snark and the and I'm blanking on the word. The other thing.
Okay.
Well, we
The
love
boojum. Of course, this is Fit the 12th. For the snark was a boojum, you see. And if you read Lewis Carroll's The Hunting of the Snark, which is funny and short, very funny, then that makes a ton more sense. But does it really? Because it doesn't make sense at all.
We love us some retro
See,
leather.
this week you have to look up something that Allison said rather than something Lynn said.
Thank you. Okay, the little cartoon short that's coming to DC Nation
Right.
on TV.
So let's see. Also from Kaboom, you've got Ice Age Iced In.
Ooh.
Yep, children's book.
Cool.
Yep, graphic novel. DC Entertainment put out the Pearl of Pandora.
Pandaria?
Pandaria?
Oh, yeah.
Pandaria?
Yeah.
It is an IA, you're right, Pandaria. This is World of Warcraft. This is that new...
But with cute animals.
Yeah, because the new expansion that's coming out is like Kung Fu Pandas.
Okay.
Very cool. Yep. So that's based in that
So
universe.
who's that for exactly? Is it for adults or is it for kids? Because they made it cute to attract kids.
It's
but
for
is it...
both. Yeah,
Okay.
it's for both because those pandas kick butt. You got so we got some trades real quick. Let's go through that before we have to go. Oh. So you've got Sonic Select Book 6, the Death Egg Saga. From Marvel, you got the Punisher Collection, Amazing Spider-Man, Spider Island in trade, Captain America and Hawkeye Collection in trade, softcover, Wolverine, softcover, X-Factor, They Keep Killing Madrox, I hate that, Venom Circle of 4, paperback, Journey to Mystery, Fear Itself Fallout, Little Loki, Winter Soldier, The Longest Winter, paperback, hardcover, you got Invincible Iron Man, Long Way Down, set up for the current arc that's going on right now, yeah. Oh my goodness, DC's got Penguin, Pain and Prejudice collection in trade paper, New 52, Legion Lost, Volume 1. We've also got the Green Lantern Corps, the first collection, Volume 1, Fearsome, New 52. This huge, fun David Gibbons Doctor Who collection. There's all kinds of goodness going on there.
Just hand that over.
Just pass that right over. There you go. You've got Berserk 36, and you've got Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon number 7 this week, and let's not forget the New 52 Flash action figure. We are out of time, way over time.
Yes,
for a full list of everything, hit our website, allthingsfun.net. We will see you next week. More than.
So did we do the comics justice this week?